Hi guys, Chris here and welcome to Marathon Training Week 2. Well, it's Monday and it's the start of another week of marathon training, and today I'm just out for an easy recovery run. Still feeling the effects of that long run that I did on Saturday, and yeah, just out, nice easy run on what is probably going to be the best day for weather this week. We've got snow forecast during the rest of the week, so that's going to be interesting. Now I'm out for this run at lunchtime, which is my favourite time to go for a run. I do struggle when I'm trying to get out either earlier in the mornings or late in the evenings when it's both cold and dark. That is something that I find it hard to motivate to doing at the moment. Now you're going to get that during the winter months, of course, and it's the winter months that we're training for spring marathons. So today's guest is actually Chris Ford from Fordy Runs, and I caught up with him recently and I asked him for his tips for motivating and getting out on these cold and dark mornings or evenings. Here's what he had to say. So I'm here at the National Running Show and I'm here with Fordy from Fordy Runs.
Hey guys, you alright?
And yeah, Fordy, what is your tips for staying motivated during winter marathon training?
Well, it's really hard. Winter marathon training is really hard, and you know, I'm training again this year for a spring marathon. So the way I try and do it is, firstly, I try and get all my stuff laid out the night before. If I'm doing a long run, that's a good tip because you wake up and you see it, so it's like, right, I've got to do it. But also, which I find helps me, is I try and pick different routes, just to try and keep it fresh, to try and keep motivated. So I'm like, one day I'm going to run to, I don't know, make you laugh, I ran to IKEA the other day, just to try and get out there and have something else to think about instead of, oh no, it's going to be cold, it's going to be horrible, that kind of stuff. So try and pick out something that you want to run to, try and change your routes up a little bit differently, whether you get on a train and then come back. Another good one as well for the winter is if maybe you could do like some commute running, that kind of helps as well. So like if you're going to work, coming back from work, try and get a run in after work or before work on the way to the office or on the way home. That kind of gets some mileage for me during the winter. And obviously the other way is just to think about what you're trying to get to and what you're trying to achieve. I'm always thinking like a month ahead in my training, so I'm already thinking, now it's starting to get a little bit lighter in the evenings, I'm already starting to think, actually, come February, I might even be able to get a few more runs in the morning when it's a bit lighter. Those kind of things, those kind of mental things really help me get through the winter and actually keep me motivated when it's a bit tough out there.
Morning guys, well, I got out. I've got that motivation, thanks Fordy. Always good to have Fordy on the channel with sharing some of his tips. And yeah, I did get out this morning. It's very early and it snowed a bit last night. So this was supposed to be a tempo run, but actually the pace is varying all over the place because some of the places the paths are quite slippery and other places it's okay. But yeah, so we're just getting out, we're just getting the run done today. Oh dear, that wasn't good. A very wet and icy foot. Ooh. Hi guys, well it's Thursday. We just had the coldest night of the year. It is really freezing out here today, but I'm out on the trails. I'm going to my favourite hill and I'm going to do some hill training. I'm going to go and run up it for 2 minutes and then jog back down for 3 minutes, and we're going to try and do that for 5 times. So let's see how we get on. Right, rep 1. First rep done. The ground is so hard. Number 2. So managed about 4 meters further on that one. On to the third one. Oh, I hate hills. Oh. Over halfway, 2 more to go. Let's get this done. You can really feel muscles that haven't worked for a while working hard today. Right, last one. Let's go. Right, that is the hill session done. I'll put the stats up on the screen now. And whilst I don't really like hills, I do know that it does a lot of good. So I will try and keep this going alternate weeks through the training plan. And I think it's really going to help overall. So that marks the end of January. I'll put the total distance that I've run in January up on the screen now. So happy with that, and that puts me on track for the overall distance that I want to try and run this year. It's another lunchtime long run. Had a similar route to last week, although mixing it up a little bit, keep things interesting. I was in 2 minds about where to go today because we had snow overnight, and I was thinking, should I stick to the trails? But I've done a lot of hills during the week, so I didn't really want to go out on my normal trails. I decided to stick to this national cycle path network and similar sort of long run to last week. So let's do it. I'm hoping this long run is going to be about 26 kilometres, which will be 1 kilometre more than last week's long run. So just edging it up very slightly. And it will take the total distance for the whole week just over 50 kilometres, I think. And whilst I'm doing these long runs in my marathon training, I am going to experiment a little bit. I'm going to experiment with nutrition. So today I am trying some electrolytes in one of my water bottles and then water in the other. And the reason I'm doing that is that after last week's long run I was cramping quite a lot. Not straight after, but during the night. Even though I had compression socks on during the night, I was still woke up with a big cramp pain. And quite a few people have said, that's a lack of electrolytes. So I'm going to make sure I've got plenty of electrolytes this time, see if that makes a difference. And the other thing I'm experimenting with, nutrition-wise, are these Go Bites energy balls. I actually won them, or boxed them in fact, at the National Running Show a couple of weeks back. So, gonna give these a go, see what they're like. Well, it tastes nice. Okay guys, we're getting towards the end of this long run now, but before we go I need to tell you about something. I've entered a couple more races in February in fact, and the first one is next week on the 10th of February. That's the Queen Elizabeth Park half marathon, first time that event's taken place, so looking forward to that one. Then 2 weeks after that, on the 24th of February, I'm going to be a pacer for the first time. I'm pacing at the Wokingham half marathon. So guys, if you're doing either of those events, do drop a comment below, or if you see me on the day, do remember to say hello. That's it for this week's video. I do hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please do hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel, why not consider subscribing? But for now, guys, goodbye.